Hey everybody, KC here. So there have been a couple of stories I've seen this week about brands that I happen to love. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about them today. The first story was in Forbes, and it was about Stumptown. And Stumptown, when I'm in Portland during the summer, I love Stumptown. Almost every morning I go down to the store on 3rd, sit there, have a cup of coffee. It's fantastic. I've written about it here on Morning Newsbeat, and I really like their ethic in terms of doing things right. I think they're a really good company. But listen, because of the pandemic, having to close all of their stores, they only had 12 of them, but business was down 30%. And basically their wholesale business in terms of selling to restaurants and other cafes, that's way down as well. Supermarket sales happen to be up. But one of the things that they realized they had to do in terms of coping with this new reality is they had to get leaner, they had to get more nimble. That's hard to do when you're a 12-store company, right? But they eliminated 3 of their stores. So they cut 25% of their store fleet right off because they wanted to be able to keep everybody on salary who worked at their other stores, keep them on benefits, and treat them the right way and not have to start laying people off. And listen, that's a really smart thing to do. They saw the reality and they dealt with it. Now, they've opened all their other cafes. We'll have to see how things are going to play out during the summer. I can imagine at the cafes it's going to be a problem, though, because there often are lines. People are socially distanced, so they're going to be as willing to wait online. That's going to have an impact on sales as well. But listen, love Stumptown, and I suspect they're going to be fine. The other brand that I saw written up was in the Cincinnati Business Journal, and that was Graeter's. Now, I've written about Graeter's here a lot on Morning Newsbeat. I love Graeter's. I think Graeter's is such a terrific ice cream. It's such a terrific brand. And listen, 2020 was supposed to be their 150th anniversary. It's supposed to be a big year, but business is off 12%, and they're looking at a summer because they do so much of their business in their shops during the summer. Business could be off a lot more than that. And that's because they recognize that people normally come into the shops, they wait, they get scoops, they get cones, they get sundaes. Listen, again, if you have to have 6 feet between people, that's going to make that part of the business a little bit less likely to take off. So what are they doing? Well, they're doing things like in their shops, they're trying to push pint sales instead of scoop sales. And that seems to be working. And so they're going to have to come at the business a little differently. They're going to have to stress their wholesale business. They're going to have to push business through other locales, supermarkets, things like that, and also direct marketing. They have a terrific website, and we order from them a lot. At the end of the day, though, I think brands like Graeter's, brands like Stumptown, the thing they have going for them is they have a powerful brand message because the quality is so high. And they've been, really specific about sticking with that and driving that home and not veering off that path, okay, for as long as they've been in business. In one case, 150 years. And that's a good message for everybody, whether you're a retailer or whether you're a manufacturer. It seems to me that focusing on the brand, focusing relentlessly on quality, and understanding that while you may have to pivot in terms of strategy, the basic value proposition, you have to be absolutely laser focused on, because that's the stuff that really matters to consumers, and that's the stuff that's going to see you past the tough times. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind. And I know I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to have a little Graeter's. Black raspberry chocolate chip, the best.